Oh my God, that's a good fucking pickle. Jesus Christ, classic Dill. Anybody want a piece? Really, nobody wants a pickle? How about you? You want a pickle? Come here, dipshit. Take a pickle. Take a big bite.
It's a fantastic
Yeah, all right,
pickle.
now fuck off.
It's excellent.
Yeah. God damn it. All right.
I want to wrestle you so freaking bad. Wrestle me.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome back to Juice Pro Wrestling, episode 226. Revolution is my name. Yeah.
Oh, it's the name of the game. That's why we're fucking here tonight. That's why we were all sitting around our TVs or live in attendance on Sunday in California.
No time to party.
California, super cool to the homeless. I got sidetracked anyways. We have a very special guest with us today
From the World of Kayfabe podcast, everybody, please welcome
or not welcome because he's really kind of a piece of shit.
Dan the Bird.
This break.
What's going on, brother?
Not much, brother. How are you?
Good, man.
What's up,
Good.
buddy?
We're rocking and rolling. You guys, I'm excited. I really dug your interview with Kid Cash. You guys got fucking Beer City Bruiser coming on.
Yeah.
Everybody's going to be able to check that shit out this week. So, hey, you know, at the end of the show, we'll let you fucking pop your shit and tell everybody where they can find you. But I know you're on fucking
Put yourself
YouTube.
all over, you know.
Just search World of Kayfabe podcast. And while
Please
you're
do.
at it, right now, hit that like and subscribe button and fucking share. Get in the comment section. I noticed a couple of you motherfuckers been missing from the live chat.
I will find you and I will destroy your life.
Hey.
That's right.
Whoa.
give me a little bit of that G. Maybe for the
Stand
last
up.
time.
You don't gotta be afraid. Get down. Love is like a hurricane. Street boy, no one never could be tamed. You better believe it. Better believe it.
Fuck yeah. Some Kiss, man. MSG. I think in December it's their last shows. So
Oh boy, better catch them while they can.
It's their last show for this farewell tour.
Quit talking shit, Dan.
Next one.
No, I love Kiss. I love Kiss. I love Kiss.
that's
Who
right.
doesn't?
You better kiss our ass now for letting you on this
Yeah,
episode.
who doesn't?
Anyways. Hey, AEW Revolution, which is this like their big? What's their big one? What's like their mania considered?
All
out of the
Out?
four-
All Out.
Is it
is
all
their
out?
mania.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, Revolution though, I feel like in the last this is like 3 or 4 that they've done now. I feel like they try to beef this fucker up, this card. The first thing I gotta say about this, and Bodie, and you know where I'm going with this, is this was probably the only wrestling pay-per-view where I should have fucking, DraftKings, all the shit
I
that they're
played.
sponsoring for that. I should have done it.
I played.
We both got every single
Fucking A,
winner
dude.
fucking right,
Yeah,
dude.
we
And I'm
did.
like, it's cool, it's fun as a fan, but in a way, it's kind of like, God damn it, like I don't want to know all that, like. Once again, going back to AEW, like storylines, you got to make them a little more interesting. But anyways, I digress. Dude, we'll just jump right out the gate.
And called the Ruby Riot thing too, but we'll get
Yeah.
into that later.
Yeah.
Had to throw that out there.
Dude, a lot of cool shit that went down last night. It's been a
Totally.
while since we've done like a recap thing. It's not usually our Will Forte, but
Style.
we're gonna fucking do it anyways. So starting off the night, what do they call it? 0 hour or the buy-in.
Yes. 0 hour.
You had the Lucha Bros teaming with Mark Briscoe to go against was it Josh Woods, Tony Nese, and who was the other guy?
Arya Davari.
Ari
Ari
Davari.
Davari, man. I mean, I don't know why that guy's getting fucking screen time. Whatever. I'm gonna go around the
The guy
circle
gets
real
screen
quick.
time.
And really, we ain't gonna ask Sretton shit because he hasn't watched it, so he doesn't know. He's just gonna
I love
enjoy
him.
our
love
taste
him.
bits and buds and all that
Tasty
shit.
bits.
So I'll start with you, Dan, since you're the guest. What were your thoughts on that match? And was there anything that stood out to you in it?
No, not really.
You fucking piece of shoe.
Yeah. I mean, it was your typical pre-show match. Just a match.
We call them the pre-cum matches around here.
Pre-cum match.
Yeah, we do.
There you go.
Yeah, we do. Gives you a
Just
little
enough
sticky.
to wet your whistle a little bit before
Yep.
the big feast.
That's true.
So, as you guys say on your show, no me gusta.
No, me gusta.
Get those Magusta pops ready.
Better pop them bitches.
Bodie, what about you, brother?
Usual 0 hour matches, but I am intrigued by the Briscoe Lucha Brothers trio there, and if there is something in the future for that, because it seems like they have a good dynamic. I think there's something there, so I liked seeing that and seeing how they all meshed well. And then what's that prick's name that manages the new varsity team?
Mark Sterling, smart Mark Sterling.
Smart Mark Sterling. Guy plays this role perfectly. He knows what his role is, and he plays it to a T. So I'm going to give my kudos out to him because, the guy goes to bat every time.
When you say kudos, are you talking about those old trail?
Dude, I missed them fuckers, dude. Those things were the best.
Fucking
Always had them in
tasty.
my lunch.
That's
Yeah,
right.
and I stole them from my mom, too.
Well,
I did too. That's fucking great.
you know what makes me think? Every time I see Mark Briscoe, what do you ever think what they're going to do with the ROH tag belts now? Since he's like literally half a tag champ.
Retire them.
Yeah.
Yeah, they should retire him and maybe just have a fucking tournament. I'd hate to see him get thrown back in the tag scene because to me, then that says yeah, we feel bad about your brother and your situation, but we still don't have nothing for you. So, I mean, it's kind of cool. Him and the Lucha Bros, like you said, Bodie, he cut this promo. He's like, I found me another set of brothers,
Yep.
and that shit was cool. It hit home, but I don't want it to be a fucking just, the hodgepodge fucking throw it together.
He's over, though. Like,
Super fucking over. That's why I was like,
over.
damn.
give him a singles run. Give him a singles
Exactly.
run.
I think
Future singles run.
if you guys get like a Honor Club or whatever, which I think, congrats to them. They got like 12,000 subscribers now, and they just started a thing back up. But Ring of Honor Television is on that now, and from what I've seen, I mean, it looks fucking great. It's at Universal Studios. A lot of the feuds and stories coming out of the last set of tapings seem pretty fucking intriguing, and yeah, I'm stoked to see what fucking Mark Briscoe does there. Although, like we've said many times, and I'm going to wrap this match up. Dude, keep the ROH and AEW separate. I don't want to see any fucking ROH guys on AEW for like another 2 years. Make it feel special when they cross over. Make ROH actually feel like it's its own promotion again.
Yeah, because I think they had the show plastered with like AEW advertisements and the game, the AEW All Elite crates. I'm like, I feel the same way with you. Keep it on AEW.
Yep.
Yes. Anyways, moving on to the main show. So Revolution fucking kicks off. First match of the night, we get the Ocho, Chris Jericho versus Absolute Ricky Starks. Once again, Dan, your thoughts on this match?
I'll be honest with you. This one I was not able to watch because I was doing baby duty. I caught the very end of it.
Got to.
You do baby duty too? That shit gets me lifted, bro.
Dude. I'm glad Starks won. I'm glad he won. But that's pretty much all I know of that one.
All right, Bodie.
Yep. Yeah. Great showcase of what Ricky can do and how he can, like with somebody like Jericho. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's pretty easy because he tells the story. But yeah, there was a lot of good story being told here. I like the little Sammy coming down to the ring and everyone's like, what the hell? They can't be out there. And here comes Action Andretti for the save. And I really look forward to see. Yeah, they did. And I look forward to see what he does later on. But good on Ricky. Like, this is what he needed. He needed a win over Jericho like this. And Jericho knows how to make anybody look great. So this was an amazing match to me. It was just a good way to kick off the show.
Yeah, I'll agree with you. It was a solid fucking match. Ricky Starks is one of those guys who will be considered, and to me is considered right now, like the future of AEW. You got to push the dude. He's tremendous amount of charisma and in-ring talent. And, dude, he just knows what to do. And that's a huge fucking rub right there to get a victory over the Ocho, baby.
Ocho. That spear looks great, too.
Oh, yeah. Well,
I like it. It's you know what? For a move that's been bastardized and used over and over, it's a little bit different. You know, it's like
look good.
It's like I don't even know how to explain it. It's like he jumps almost.
Like the old pounce almost.
Yeah, like a pounce spear. Yeah. I like that. But yeah, good match. Great way to kick off the show. Tony, you and the boys are doing great so far. Let's see how the rest of this shit plays out, you motherfucker.
Oh, wow.
Next, a match that, I don't know, maybe you guys can let me know and fill me in because I thought it was a little odd. We have Christian Cage, the returning Christian Cage versus Jungle Jack Perry. Jungle Jack Perry, by God!
Whoa,
Lil Jams, barbecue.
barbecue.
And it was, what was it? It was the final burial match.
Yeah.
So if you look at the history between these guys, Christian went there, made a couple digs on fucking Luke Perry, which is Jack's dad. And he's supposed to be like, Jack said that he was like a father figure to him, and all this shit. So maybe in that way it made sense, but it kind of threw me like, here's what I think. If you're not fucking the Undertaker or some sort of spooky fucking character, supernatural character, you have no business doing a fucking casket match.
Yeah.
That's all I have to say about that. The match itself wasn't too bad. The crowd still seemed to be into it. I could take this one or leave it. Jungle Boy coming up with the fucking win. Good on him. Let's see where it goes. You would think hopefully now this is squashed. I have no idea what the hell they're going to do with Christian now. Maybe send him to fucking ROH or whatever.
Not a bad idea.
Or maybe hook him. I don't know. Let him go back to the E. Woo. Edge is probably going to retire soon, so let them come together. Over E. But anyways, your thoughts on this match? Dan the Man.
Yeah, I feel the same way. I didn't care that it was a buried alive match, essentially. I kind of liked the original stipulation, which was no holds barred. I felt like it would have meant more. I think the best part of that match is when Jungle Boy put Christian in the casket and the casket just drops.
Yeah, there's a meme out there now. Someone's doing like the Mario Kart or some shit.
Yeah. So I don't know if that was planned for it to drop like that or the supports underneath gave way, but either way, it was funny as fuck.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, match was what it was. I think it's a precursor to burying this rivalry, and they can just go back to push Jungle Boy, and then Christian goes on next, makes the next guy look good or whatever he's going to get into. I do have to say though that concerto at the end by Jungle Boy was fucking brutal.
Yeah,
it like dropped my jaw a little bit and suspended my belief a little.
It looked like it connected.
Fuck. Yeah, I was like, it looked like it hit him like dead on, and then the chair's bent. I'm like, that was a hell of a shot. So that was good. That was really good. So there was that. But yeah, it was what it needed to be. There's nothing special about it, but I'm glad Jungle Boy went over. Put over your younger stars. That's 2 in a row, Ricky and Jungle Boy, as your up and comers that you want to pillar the AEW around for the next 5 years.
Couldn't have said it better myself. I think we're going to see a lot more of Jungle Boy. Let's see what he can do on his own. Yep. No more Luchasaurus so far, and I'm over that anyway. I don't really want to see a Jurassic Express fucking reunion.
Yeah, he's hurting. He's having issues with his mask copyright thing. That's
really?
Weird. Yeah.
Is it really?
Yeah. So I read something that said the original makers of his mask were like suing him and AEW because Luchasaurus went to somebody else and they pretty much took the design of their mask without asking and kind of like reshaped it a little bit, but didn't give them any credit and they never asked for permission. So there's a little bit of turmoil right there. I haven't heard anything else since then, so I don't know what's going on, but that is just something I read a couple months ago.
Do you think he would still have the same appeal if he came back with no mask? I think the whole Luchasaurus gimmick itself, it's done. That's just me. I feel like he'd be taken more seriously. Take that mask off. That dude's jacked, man.
He is. Dude. Yeah, I think you bring up a good point. You just the mask, come back as Judas Draven or whatever, and see what happens.
Because I talk to my wife, and it's like, my wife's not the biggest wrestling fan. She'll just watch it if it's on with me. And I tell her, I'm like, man, this dude's got money written all over him. Just take that fucking dinosaur mask off, man.
Have you seen him without the mask though?
Yeah.
Yeah, in NXT, like way in the back in the day.
That's all I got to say is, have you seen Without the Mask? Anyways. All right,
Yeah.
Tony, I'll give it to you. I really wasn't looking forward to that match, but I was entertained. So 2 for 2. Not bad so far. Next. Holy shit.
Oh,
What
shit.
a match we had for the Trios Championships. The Elite versus the House of Black, dude. The House of Black's fucking entrance was fucking dope, dude.
Brutal.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
And I'm still a sucker for the Carry On My Wayward Son with the
I am too.
fucking Elite. That shit's
Yep.
fucking badass. But
Mhm.
dude, spot after spot, great. Dude, I just the Elite can't put on a
Yes.
bad match, in my opinion, you know, which
No.
they might get hated on by a lot of fucking people. Doesn't matter to me because I enjoy what they do. I enjoy the storytelling in the ring. I'm curious to see the fallout from this. Once again, though, another match that, you know, we called it House of Black was going to go over, and they did. And dude, it wasn't for the Elite looked super fucking strong in that. You know, you didn't know. There were so many times where I was like, oh, fuck, you know, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the Elite does retains and shit. But then I'm like, there's no way, because then you're kind of burying the House of Black, you know,
A little
so to
bit.
speak. But Dan, what's your thoughts on this one, man?
Phenomenal. I knew from the moment they announced the match, I was like, holy shit, I'm in. I'm 100% invested. And like y'all said, that House of Black entrance, dude, bro,
Heavy fucking
Chills.
metal.
dude, dude, they're the first team of any kind in a very long time to like, I have to see their entrance. Phenomenal.
Yes.
Phenomenal. Top-notch match. Enough said.
I got to throw this one in real quick, too, because I like when Julia Hart got up on the apron to fucking distract him, and Kenny was like going to like, I don't know, clothesline or a V-trigger or something, and then he stopped.
Do I do it?
And then like him and Malachi had a couple more exchanges, and then Kenny came back. Malachi moves out of the way. She's there and catches a
Walloped
V-trigger. She goes fucking down. She took a great bump. And you see Kenny looking like,
Yep. Oh, well. Fuck it. You got in the way.
I liked it because typically a guy in that position is going to, you know, they're going to be like, oh, like super worried about it and whatever, you know, and his mind was still focused on the matter at hand, which to me, you know, psychology, storytelling, dude. Like
Yes.
they wanted to beat these fucking guys.
Yeah. Exactly, dude. And I fucking popped at the end. The last 5 minutes and the sequences, the near falls, all the false finishes, it was just like, holy shit. Like, I couldn't believe it. It got me up off of my seat, and I was just like, God damn, what a great match. But how about the just vicious, systematic brutality of House of Black on the outside, just taking out everybody. And then they dump the Young Bucks over the railing and go, and like they surround like Kenny, like, you know, sharks smelling blood in the water. That's how you book House of Black. That's
Yes.
how they should look every fucking time they step in the ring.
And they do
shouldn't
it
be
to
beat
Kenny
for
Omega.
7 years.
You know, the guy who is
Exactly.
still considered like one of, if not the
Right.
best in the fucking world, you know?
Right. And it got me thinking, I'm sitting here, I'm like, holy shit, like they have one of the best in the world surrounded here. Like, dude's in trouble. You know, and it's just got me thinking, like, how does he get out of this? You know, like, how the fuck does he, how do they beat House of Black? And that might be one of the first times I ever thought, like, how is the Elite going to beat somebody? Because usually
Yeah.
the Elite is the Elite. But, I mean, what a great match, dude. I mean, we knew it was going to be like A+ material, but this was fucking A+.
Dude, and the
material.
crowd, once again, still
Ate it
super
up.
fucking
I mean-
hot. Still super hot for this match. And so awesome when you had Kenny and Buddy Murphy in there. I mean, dude, you had so many
Yes.
dream matches, like just within this trios match.
True.
I mean, him and Murphy, like in a singles match, just be like, holy fuck, sign me up, take my money. And then when Malachi and Kenny got in there, fucking awesome. You know,
Dude.
Kenny goes for what? I'm trying
He went
to
for
was
the
he-
V trigger.
Was he doing the V?
Well, he went for the one-winged. He went for the one-winged angel.
Yeah, and then Malachi
Got out
slips
of it.
out and tries to do the black mass, and Kenny
Yep.
ducks it, and Kenny's like on his
He
ass
falls
sitting, and then
yep.
Malachi just does this thing where he sits
Just
there,
sits.
and they're
Dude,
looking at
yeah.
each other, and the crowd's losing their shit, dude. I'm like,
Hell
I'm
yeah.
getting goosebumps thinking about it.
And
now.
I was losing my shit too.
I hope AEW one day gives us a singles match between them two. Give them 25 minutes just to, man, holy shit.
Who knows?
Yeah,
You know,
totally.
who knows where the storyline's going to go? Personally, I think the Elite kind of need going forward. You know, you need the Bucks to kind of do their own thing, and you need Kenny to do his. You know.
Yeah, Kenny needs to go back into the main event picture for a little bit.
Yeah,
yes. That's what I was going to pose as a question. Is like, what's next for the Elite? What's next for the House of Black? Like, who would you like to see House of Black start feuding with? But more than that, I think is like, where does this leave the Elite? And I think the Bucks go back in the tag division, like you guys said, they still together, but Kenny Omega goes for a singles run. Bucks go back to trying the tag division because we'll get into it later, but there's some stuff coming up that might happen that could lead to something down the road with those Bucks.
Hell yeah. And once again, we called the winners for this match. Tony! For 3, motherfucker. Oh, I'm having a good time thus far, brother. Let's see if we can keep the 8-ball rolling.
Go 4 for 4?
I don't know. Let's go into next. The women's AEW Women's World Championship heavyweight title of the world. Yeah. Jamie Hayter, the champ, versus Ruby Soho. Versus Saraya, formerly known as Paige.
Who?
Sean Mooney. I'll be honest with you, and it's weird because it's like, dude, Jade Cargill wasn't featured in this pay-per-view.
No, not at all.
I kind of think like at least a pay-per-view, you should have every fucking belt on the line. That's just my opinion. You know, I mean, people want to see the fucking big title matches and shit, and there was nothing for her. This is the only thing we had for the women on the show, and I know a lot of people are kind of against AEW's booking of the women, and I can't blame them because they're not really booked strongly.
Often.
Yeah, or often. You get like one women's match, maybe 2 a week on Dynamite. And
maybe 2 on Rampage.
But still, you know, the roster, they have a lot of talented women on there now. It's like, come on, guys, let's get creative together. Let's fucking do something. But as far as the match goes, dude, this is what I got to say about Saraya. She's still, you could tell she's been out of the game for so long. There's just so much, like, it's kind of sloppy looking, like with her and some of the moves. Dude, that one fucking, I think she dropped Hayter with that nasty ass fucking, like that DDT she does.
Oh yeah,
on her fucking head, dude. That was
like she dropped her right on her dome.
But she's so slow in some spots, and like it looks like, you know, to where it's rehearsed, and it's like, God damn it, I don't want to see that. This needs to be a little more fucking fluid.
Yep.
You know, if you're gonna hate on me for not.
Well, do you think it's do you think they're she's trying to play it safe because her neck, or you know?
I mean, that could be too. You know, that's, I don't want to sound like a total dick. It's just that's what I noticed, but I will.
Maybe.
I mean, that's what I noticed when she's got someone to the outside, and I think she tried to fling Hayter into the barricade, and it just looks so nonchalant. You know,
it's
like
very gingerly.
Yeah, it's like, come on, put a little bit of fucking boss behind that, little chutzpah, if you will.
Do you see that spot where Ruby Soho did the what is it, like a half dragon suplex to Paige?
Yeah,
dude, right on her head.
Yeah,
that was the one part I was kind of like, oh.
Yeah, the high angle.
Yeah,
high angle suplex. Yeah, it wasn't. That was pretty gnarly. I dug the match, and I agree with you, Justin. And I do have, but I do. The caveat of that is I felt like Saraya looked a lot better in this match than she has in a long time. But there was still some stiffness in the ring, not as fluent, and yeah, that'll get cleaned up with time. I think they just need more time to work on stuff, more feature time on Dynamite, Rampage, or whatever. I love the match. I thought the match was hard hitting, especially by Hayter.
Yeah,
Jamie Hayter is such a beast, and she's so over right now. Like,
dude,
she's a monster.
Yep. Cue that theme music.
Oh shit! But yeah, dude, I liked the match. It was great, and I absolutely loved the Ruby heel turn, and give us extra fucking credit. Boom, we called that too. We called that shit. Only thing that didn't happen, we tried to get another little bonus credit in there for someone coming out to save the others, but that'll be down the line. And hopefully her name is Chris Statlander, but who knows? or Mercedes.
Oh, wow,
Monet.
yeah, I forgot all about her. Yeah,
Join the originals. Come on.
yeah. I was gonna say because it's kind of like an outsiders versus.
Dude, it's totally still an NWO, the new women's.
Yeah.
It is, dude.
Totally
it
is.
is spray paint and all, man.
Yep, spray painting the L's. And I was like, Ruby fits with them way more than she would fit with, Hater and Baker.
Oh,
I called
yeah.
it like a month or two ago when they first started hitting around about this. I'm like, because and this is probably how, as dumb as it is, they're probably looking at it backstage. Well, you guys are all into like punk rock and have tattoos, so why
And
not
metal
put you
and-
together?
Exactly.
It
works.
Okay, so I'm cool with all three of them being together. I super am. I just hope
too.
they don't get no stupid name.
I hope not either.
Just
Like
keep
The
them their
Firm?
all names.
What? Yeah, they do go by something though.
Damage Control. Like, come
I
on,
hope not.
dude.
No, please no. That has nothing to do with anything. Please don't give me Damage Control. When they came out with Damage Control, not to go off subject of AEW, but yeah, I said that. I'm like, that doesn't tell me anything. Like,
No.
you just threw a name together. I was like, oh, this is cool. Give it to you.
Okay.
Don't mean anything
It
that's going on
stinks.
at the point. Yeah, and it stinks. So
Reeks of hot
Yeah.
hell.
pretty badass. The turn was cool, but yeah, I'm hoping that later on at the either next pay-per-view or somewhere down the line on Dynamite, Statlander comes back and makes a save and joins the originals, because that would be I miss Statlander, and she
Yes,
would fit in
yes.
perfectly.
I think you're right about that, man. I think that will happen down the line. It's cool to see where it's going. Hopefully, if they play it right, there's never really been like a women's kind of NWO angle, like, so this would kind of be a first, and it would be cool to use subtle hints from that, as far as like you already have the parallels with, them being outside WWE fucking coined people and doing the spray painting thing. Let's not do too much more of that.
Do it all.
Like, but it's kind of got that feeling and vibe to it. So that within itself kind of interests me, But it worries me at the same time, because dude, how many times have they done that fucking angle in different, TNA
Right.
had the originals versus when they tried to bring back the fucking
The main event Mafia,
or Hogan's fucking Immortal or some shit,
Yeah.
like,
Immortal, yeah.
the Immortal.
And then Fortune. So,
Fortune. Yeah.
Wah, wah.
Jesus. So moving on from that, dude. Next match, the Texas Death Match between Adam Hangman Page and John. I bleed all the time. The wind blows, fucking, and I got a little trickle down my chin. Moxley, holy fuck,
Give me all the blood.
dude. I did not expect. I had no kind of notion or whatever that his whole presentation was going to be changed up.
No.
And it was fucking
It was
awesome,
fucking
dude.
awesome.
The Outlaws, Ghost Riders in the
Ghost Riders,
sky.
yes.
Holy shit, dude. I was like,
Chills, dude.
yeah.
Yeah, dude. I was like, yeah.
dude, a great video package at the beginning. His entrance was awesome. I like how it had like the black and the red, a little bit meaner, a little bit darker version, I guess, of Hangman. Some new ring gear. Holy fuck, dude. I'll let you guys go first, but holy shit, did that match deliver the fucking goods.
Totally agreed. Dude, I'm just gonna jump out and call the spot right now. The fork to the fucking forehead, all the blood flying off it. And
You see that? It's like,
holy
da, da, da,
Dude.
da, da. He's like,
Is that Abdullah?
All of a sudden, whoosh, whoosh.
Yeah,
I'm like,
you just see the
dude.
blood just.
Yeah, I'm like Abdullah the Butcher, and I was like, this is a fucking death match. This reminds me of like Vader and Cactus Jack at Halloween Havoc kind of shit, like Bruiser Brody type of fucking
Don't
death
fuck it
match.
up,
I almost
'cause your
fucked
name
it.
is-
I was like, me. Bruiser Brody type of fucking death matches back in the day, like just ultimate brutality. I mean, what more could you want? It was chaos,
Yeah, I knew it was going to be brutal, but how brutal? It completely exceeded my expectations.
Oh yeah.
Because lately I've just been, I'm not sitting here saying, "Oh, this guy sucks. This guy sucks." I really don't care about Moxley anymore. I mean, he's just kind of stale to me. This match fucking delivered.
Yeah,
Fucking great.
I agree.
Both of them did great.
And I see your point with Moxley, because I kind of figured, I was like, maybe I knew Hangman was going to go over, because at some point Moxley's got to get that vacation that he was
Dude.
supposed to get.
We'll call us
before
another
Punk
one for
fucked
us.
it all. Yeah.
Mark another one for us.
Yes, dude.
Call this one too.
The streak continues. But dude, fucking brutal ass match, dude. And that's something that Hangman needed as well. You know,
Yes.
both guys are kind of sitting there. I think Moxley, if he goes away for a while and then comes back, you know, it's typical in fucking the world of wrestling. Guy is overexposed, done too much, no matter how badass he is. He needs to kind of take a little break. And then when he comes back, it's so refreshing, you know? Hangman, much the same. I mean, he had that fucking scare with the concussion and shit, but I think he can stick it out a little longer. Now, do we get Hangman in the world title picture? It's going to be interesting to see where he goes. I loved the violence and the brutality. And there was a fan in the front row. If you guys seen the signs, like, hey, it's my birthday. I want to like drink John Moxley's blood or something like that.
I want to taste Moxley's blood.
Yeah, I was like, you motherfuckers are nasty.
Sure. Yeah. Hangman did need this win a lot more than Moxley did. You know, Moxley will be okay going forward. But Hangman, yeah, where does this put Hangman? I don't necessarily really want to see him go after MJF. I feel like they've kind of visited that a little bit. I mean, I don't know. I think you just accumulate some more wins for him. I think a great match would be him and Adam Cole. I want to see them two go at it. I want to see some type of storyline weaved in with that. And then more so, you know how I am, dude. I'm a huge mark. I want to see Jay White get introduced into that mixture as well. So that's just me wishful thinking. But yeah, I think throw him into something with Adam Cole. I think Page and Cole need something like that. Two stars of that caliber.
Yeah,
For sure. Totally agree. And once again, crowd ultra fucking hot for this match, dude. Super fucking hot. And maybe much to the next match's detriment, because here's the thing, and the build was kind of whatever. The story was always there. They set it up a little while ago, but up next we had Samoa Joe, the king of fucking television, the formerly current reigning defending TNT champion and ROH television champion versus Wardlow, a guy who star was burning super fucking bright and is kind of cooled off, I think, a little bit. Dude, that's a match with two big hoss motherfuckers, as Jim Ross would say. Business about to pick up. They're super athletic, both of these guys. You know, both fucking monsters. But I think, how do you... What else would you place on that card after that match? You know, I think the crowd was a little out of it. I mean, you could tell, like, when, you know, these guys... Joe had a good pop. Wardlow, not so much.
He had some pops.
He had some pops, but you could tell it was kind of cooled off. But during the whole entire match, man, it was like the crowd was just, you know, hey, man, we just fucking got our bells run with this insane, like the first 4 fucking matches. You know, I mean, just between the elite fucking match and that fucking death match alone, that's like,
no kidding.
Holy shit. If I went to a wrestling show and only seen those 2 matches for the night, I'd be good, man. I'd be fucking done. Let's go party, go do something. You know? So I think the crowd was a little, you know, beat up. A little, just too much of that good, as Wardlow would say.
As he told us one day.
Yeah, for this match. But, I mean, that aside, good match. Once again, Bodie, shout out to us. High five. Oh,
dude, get it again, man. Too sweet when you meet me. Yeah, dude.
Calling him. This one right. And what's your guys' takeaway from this match? We'll start with you, Dan, the fucking man.
Man, it was a good big man match. I just, like you said, with Wardlow, over time, his steam has just kind of went down. Hopefully this brings him back up, and hopefully he has a good feud with Powerhouse Hobbs, man. I'm looking forward to that.
That's hopefully another big hoss battle. That's I want that, man.
Program into Double or Nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
I want Powerhouse Hobbs to get rid of that fucking Sonic ring, man.
No,
he did during the
big ring.
The fucking what do they call those? The post-match scrums or whatever.
Yeah.
The media scrums. The
media scrum
threw it on there, and Wardlow was talking, and he just came in. He's like, "Hey, take this. I'll see you Wednesday, motherfucker." I like Hobbs a lot, dude.
I do too.
He's a
man. Big, scary motherfucker, and I think he's got good attitude. And I like that. Does that face, you know, like the Billy Idol fucking look,
like he's like he's just constantly smelling somebody's shit.
Yeah.
Oh, me gusta.
like he's trying to quote Ivan Drago quotes the whole time. He dies.
He's just got that look though. It's a good
He
look.
does.
Man.
He does. It's a great.
He's a bad
look for him.
motherfucker.
Dude,
They need to
he's
push him.
Scary as hell too. Yeah, and he's jacked. Fucking jacked, dude. Yeah, this match was what it was. It was good for what it was. Big men going at it, and when the big men did big men things, or like when Wardlow did the corkscrew and the senton, crowd popped loud for that. It's like stuff like that. It was kind of a slower match, but it was a build. And what else are you gonna do with two big guys like that? Wardlow, I don't think he should have ever lost the title in the first place. He had such great steam going, and it just like hit a wall. And I think keeping that title probably would have helped. But like I think you said it, Dan, hopefully he gets some steam going after this title win and just starts knocking out people. And I want to see that Powerbomb Symphony like putting some pretty mainstream dudes out, not just these guys you see on Dark and Dark Elevation, 2 times a week. I want to see some stars come out and try a challenge for this title and then get their asses whooped.
Where do you see Joe going from here?
Keep him an ROH TV champ and just let him do ROH things.
Yeah, keep some big names over there. Get some credibility to the new Ring of Honor.
Yep, you got it.
Agreed. Up next, we have the Tag Team Championship 4-way fucking match. You had the Guns, the current reigning defending champions, versus the former champs, the Acclaimed, versus, I guess they're calling them Triple J now, Jeff Jarrett and Jay Lethal, versus who was the fourth team in that?
That was Orange Cassidy and Danhausen.
Orange Cassidy and Danhausen. Friendhausen.
They got a huge pop, dude.
Oh, dude, anywhere they go, they get a big pop.
It's fucked up, too, because I'm not necessarily like a big Danhausen guy. I mean, I got a T-shirt and shit, but he's just kind of
fanboy.
Fucking bores me now. But he's like number one merch seller.
It's fucking awesome, dude.
The number one merch seller in fucking AEW. Go figure,
Yeah.
Bro,
so funniest point in that whole match, really quick, I'm so sorry for cutting you off, is when Danhausen was doing the running lariat to the corner and fucking Orange Cassidy is walking, doing the wind up to the corner. Dude, I popped so fucking hard for that moment. Go ahead.
I like when Orange Cassidy was imitating the Jackie Fargo strut.
Yeah.
And then so why now all of a sudden, and this is what I hate, just for the sake of doing this to guys because you're a certain race or creed or whatever. Now you have Sanjay Dutt and Satnam Singh are coming out with the fucking turbans and the Indian fucking shit. Like, why now all of a sudden did they just find their culture or something? Like, I wasn't too pleased with that. I don't
just for the
like
paper.
That.
Well, I think because I think on Zero Hour when Sanjay was getting interviewed by Renee Paquette.
Yes, you're right.
I think she said something like, "Do you have a special outfit?" He goes, "I got a new suit," and she goes, "Did you get a new pencil?" So yeah, that's what it was.
Okay,
yeah. And he said something about Satnam Singh has a new suit too, or something like that.
For the people that actually watch 0 Hour, looks like
and pay attention here. And pay attention to everything in between with RJ City.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That motherfucker needs some Just for Men, man.
Dude, RJ City nailed that role. Like, he's like fucking phenomenal in that position. I love it.
Do you watch his little AEW talk show he's got on YouTube?
Hey, EW.
Hey, EW.
Yeah, hey.
It's great.
Hilarious shit, dude.
It is.
He's fucking awesome. I'm glad he's not wrestling. He's just kind of doing that fucking thing.
True.
But yeah, so going over in the match, you have the Guns, and then we called that, and
we did.
And here's a weird thing: are the Acclaim so over that they don't need the titles because it felt like a short reign?
It did.
But maybe also are they trying to get away from like we don't need our champs to be people scissoring each other, and I don't know what it is, but it just it feels a little weird. Like they're so red hot and over still, dude. Like. Okay, maybe they just don't need the belts. You know, like that's the thing is in wrestling, we're all so vested in the fucking chase. And we're the fucking assholes that once they get the titles, it's like, oh, time to give it to someone else. As soon as they win it, pretty much, like that's fucking lame, but it's just the way it is,
It is.
Yeah, I made one prediction that I thought was going to go true. Me and Nick over there at the World of Kayfabe, man, we literally thought that Billy Gunn was going to turn on Acclaim and go with his sons now that his sons are the champs.
Good call.
And it didn't happen, so I was surprised by that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was surprised. Well, not so much because I'd heard rumors that FTR was going to be the ones to dethrone the Gun Club coming up, and who shows up at the end?
I didn't expect them to show up though.
Right,
Bro, did
right.
you see Dax? Did you see Dax's
Yeah.
head? What?
Yeah.
He was fucking. He got some juice on him right when.
Yeah, it was when
him and
they
the guns.
It was when them and the gun started throwing fists.
I wonder if
Dude-
one
dude
of
gave
them
him
had
the-
a ring on or something.
I
Or
thought
fucking hangnail. Trim y'all fucking nails.
Right. I thought Austin or Colton gave him the JBL treatment on the blue meanie.
Oh, there you
I gave him one of them pops. Like, gotcha.
That meanie deserved that shit.
Yeah, that prick. Yeah, I was just gonna say a tag match. The 4-way was okay.
Dan, you kind of look like the meanie.
Yeah, you do a little bit. Yeah. I always want the Acclaimed to win no matter what because I love the Acclaimed. But I think you're right. I don't think they need the title much anymore. It wasn't really doing much to enhance how over they were or how awesome they are. So I think put them in another chase down the road, make them 2-time champs. Writes itself. Writes itself.
Scissor me, bony ass.
I know how to play softball. Anyways, so
Just like
yeah, the FTRs at the end was fucking awesome. Pull apart and have them win them titles, and then down the line we'll get the Bucks FTR. What we wanted for the
do it.
longest.
Part 3 or no? Is it part 2?
I thought it was part two.
Part two,
Part
because
two?
the only
Part two.
the only time they were, it was during pandemic.
Yeah,
We need them.
Oh, really? I thought FTR beat
That's
the
right.
Bucks, and then the Bucks beat them.
I don't think so. I think they only did it once during the
I
pandemic
can't remember.
era.
You're probably right.
Dude,
you're right.
they need to be in a live audience.
needs to be like
Ooh,
all out or something like that. Something
yeah.
big.
that'd
So
be
let that
perfect.
music fucking play. Dun, 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 dun. Voice pop. Hey, and I fucking hate the Gun, the Ass Boys, but they have a killer fucking Rick and
Dude,
Morty-esque
the
theme
Ass
song,
Boys have a
dude.
great theme, dude. I'm glad you bring that up because their theme gets me every time.
Yeah. It's totally Rick and Morty, though. I always think of Rick and Morty when I hear. And they're hard. They're super hard for HBK, man. Always rocking
Oh, I
that
know.
tribute gear, dude.
That's
One of them
pretty
had
funny.
the assless chaps on. The other one had that
Yeah.
weird fucking
Little half, like not even. It was like a fucking half a crop top thing. Yeah.
Yeah, it was like,
like bottom of his nipples hanging out.
Yeah,
HBK
dude.
used to wear those coming out back in the
Yeah,
day.
he did.
Yeah, give me a little pose too.
He probably still wears them at home.
Yeah,
I
probably.
hope so. I wouldn't stop wearing them if I were him. If I was HBK, I'd be posing all day.
But hey, overall, I mean, this is a match, and I'll be honest with you guys.
Yeah.
I watched like 80% of it, and I kind of like fell asleep during
There you go.
probably 5 minutes of it. I got the nudge from the old lady, like, "Hey, you're sleeping." And it's oh shit, she's gonna make me turn it off. No, I'm awake. I'm awake.
Sorry, it's a rest match. Rest match.
yeah, right. Just overall, though, did you guys enjoy this match?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I did.
it was enjoyable.
it was what it needed to be at the right spot.
Yeah, it wasn't a match
Palate
to write
cleanser.
home about, but
It was service
No.
for FTR's comeback.
It was.
yes, yes.
It was.
So we'll
That's the
take that.
catalyst.
and we'll leave it, as is. Get
As
Jeff
is.
Jarrett and Jay fucking Lethal out of there. Give Jarrett a fucking run at the All Atlantic or something.
Lethal deserves so much better. Put him in Ring of Honor.
Yes,
Yeah,
Lethal needs to go over there.
yeah, I agree. Hey, we've reached the climax of this.
Oh, these
fucking
palomas.
pay-per-view. Ooh, yeah. MJF, Bryan Danielson, AEW World Heavyweight Championship, 1 hour, 60-minute Iron Man match. Holy shit. MJF, we're talking about entrances all night. MJF had a crazy fucking entrance with the fucking, you had the strings out there, the fucking violins, like kind of kicking in the beginning of his music, and then it just boom, busts in. They're all wearing Black Devil masks. He comes out with the White Devil mask. Boom, boom, ch. Fucking love that shit. And then you had Bodie's favorite fucking theme song in
Hell yeah.
all professional
Shit.
wrestling.
It's the
I'm
shit.
gonna suck your dick, lick your balls, tuck my shit. I can't stand it, dude. Get those lyrics off.
I'm open for jizzness.
You're not a fan of Brian's theme song?
No, not with the lyrics in it,
Justin's
dude.
jam. He's kidding me.
Dude, that sounds like some fucking WWE diva would be coming out to. Not the guy who's supposed to be the baddest motherfucker on the roster.
The
And
dragon.
yeah, the American Dragon. Holy shit. Like, just, they, whatever. And that was Brian's choice. So I'm sorry, Brian, but you listen to some real shitty music. And that's coming from a guy who plays shit that you can't even understand.
It's a shoot.
Anyways, this
Back to
fucking
this Iron Man match.
best match of the night. Best match of the night.
By far.
By far. And that's saying a lot. I would say my top 3 matches of the night would be this, the death match, and the elite. Holy fuck. You know, for any doubters, and I was never one of them. I've seen MJF wrestle a shit ton of times on the indies. A dude can go. He's a mouthpiece. He's fucking dumping tequila on little kids. Keeping it fucking
That was
real.
not a plant, folks.
No, it was not a plan. That wasn't Wada either.
Nope.
He just
But
took
he
his-
got to meet some wrestlers, so that was cool. Amanda Huber and
yeah.
TK took care of him, but that's besides the point.
Yeah. It's kind of sad when we live in a society.
Heel
It's like, hey,
shit.
man, he's a heel. He's a dick. Don't you get it?
Heel shit.
But anyways, dude, one of my favorite parts of that fucking match was how is Bryce Remsburg, the fucking match referee, supposed to keep up with? Dude, they're doing that thing where they're entangled in holds and they're
God.
rolling around the ring, and it's just like one,
One,
two, one, like reversing each, and it happens so many
Holy
times to the
piss.
point where it's like, Jesus fucking Christ, man. Everything about this, like the in-ring psychology, like the story they're presenting, like, you know, MJF his cardio's not as good. He can't hang with a guy like Bryan Danielson, who's had how many Iron Man matches, and you see MJF like getting out to the side and like sneaking waters and
Yep.
shit. Like, I was fucking
Good story, though.
dude. I was fucking losing it, man.
That was too.
Just and the climax at the end of the match was so like, I knew they weren't gonna let fucking people go home and end the show on, you know, a draw. And what I really liked too was some of the wins, because Brian scored the first pinfall, and you guys might
and the second with the DQ, and then the 2 quick pins by MJF to tie it up.
yes,
Fucking awesome.
Yes, I fucking love that. You hadn't really seen that shit, you know?
And I was sitting there looking for the DQ call. I was like, did he just call DQ? Like, I swear I just heard DQ. What I loved is them explaining it, like them going back and be like, yes, that was a count for a DQ. That was 2-0 Daniel. I almost did it. I almost pulled it. I almost pulled it. Danielson. And then they went back and said 2 quick pins for MJF to tie it up at 2. So that was cool explaining.
Fuck yeah. What are your thoughts on this shit, Dan Hampton?
So usually in the wrestling world, everybody holds the Michaels Bret Hart Iron Man match as like the Mount Rushmore of Iron Man matches, which rightfully so, it should be on there, but not in the number 1 position. It's going to be this one. This one blew it out of the water. It kept me hooked for all 60 minutes. I don't think there was really any parts that were stale and boring. It was fantastic.
Totally.
They're fantastical. Was it me gusta?
It was muy fantastico.
Oh, me gusta.
There it is.
I have to agree with you on that. It was, it definitely knocked off the WrestleMania 12 Iron Man match. That's for sure. In the top spot. I loved every second of it. And MJF just went and showed the world who the fuck he was right there. Like, he went in with the best wrestler, in my opinion, a lot of other people's opinions, best wrestler, technical wrestler in the world. And he hung for 65 minutes and won.
Yeah.
And that's the great thing too, is Iron Man match, right? And they told this beautiful fucking brutal story.
Great story.
And it's tied up at the end. You know, who was it? It was MJF was in a fucking he was in the hold, right? Was it LaBelle?
Yeah. He was in the hold, and then he tapped
just
out.
let the clock
0.
You know, tick fucking down, and he let it go, and we got a tie. And it's like, here we go, it's a tie. And then Tony Schiavone's like, oh yeah, you know, I'll be glad to announce that. Like, no, we ain't gonna let it go down, because he hates fucking MJF, you know. We ain't gonna let it go down like that, you know. Tony Khan, like, this match is gonna resume under sudden death rules.
Yeah.
And there were still so many moments where you felt like, you know, all the main matches, like I said, those 3 main matches that I really enjoy on the show tonight were like, I knew who was going to win because I'm trying to play, you know, fucking Booker man. But there's so many times when it was taking that away from me, you know, and I love that. That's what I love about wrestling. Like when you can make the smart fucking marks second guess what's going to happen, that's some good shit.
Got that right.
Yep.
Yeah, there's a couple times I thought all our predictions were in jeopardy, and I think there's probably 4 or 5 matches on the card. It could have went either way.
Exactly.
So, I'm going to wrap up this match by just saying, like, I was blown away. I knew it was going to be fucking amazing, but I didn't know it was going to be that damn amazing. Like, it just exceeded all expectations. Kudos, bravos to those two guys. Well, fucking, I want to see them do it again down the line, but hell, that was amazing.
I'll be honest with you too, man. I wasn't necessarily looking forward to a 60-minute match from these two. You know, I just don't. I don't know why. It was just maybe because it's like, fuck. All right, you guys. I know I'm gonna have to devote an hour of my time to watching just you two go, and not that you guys couldn't do it, but it wasn't clicking. And then the match started. So anybody out there that has any doubts of watching this or that was like feeling how I felt, where it's like, fuck, it's an hour, I don't want to watch that, do it. Because it will not feel like a fucking hour. That's like how good and powerful this
how great the story was.
Yeah, it breezed by.
Yeah, totally.
And the fucking, like I said, the media scrum with MJF and his pickles.
The pickles, yeah. He's like, goddamn good pickles.
Bro, so I agree with you on the whole pickle thing. A lot of people are like, oh my God, Punk's coming back now since FTR's back.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Here I go again.
He's like, hey, you fat fuck, come up here, try one of these pickles, man. They're great. All right, go sit down, dipshit.
I love it.
I love his media fucking shit, man, because he just goes back there and he's like, he's like, love you, fuck you, goodbye.
Yeah.
Every time he leaves, it's
exactly.
Like,
hey, Dave, is that going to cost me a star?
Yeah.
That's the best.
Yeah. That was good shit, man.
Great shit, man.
And it made me want to fucking just mow down on some goddamn some pickles. Good pickle, man.
Bro, for a pay-per-view that I didn't feel like I even cared about the build of this thing, dude, blew me out.
Delivered.
Yeah, it delivered.
Dude.
And they delivered on a lot of their papes, but I think even all of us on the show had kind of hesitant expectations for it because the buildup wasn't strong.
No.
Yeah.
But man, did they fucking deliver.
Well, look at Forbidden Door, you know?
Yeah.
I don't think that buildup and a lot of that shit wasn't really done, and a lot of injuries, you know, well at all. And that pay-per-view was fucking awesome. I think it was one of their best that they've had.
Oh,
you know?
bro, did you see the announced date for Forbidden Door 2?
No, did they announce that?
So it got leaked on Spectrum Cable's schedule. June 24th, 2023 at the United Center in Chi-Town.
I'll be there again, man.
Shit, yeah, you will.
Bro,
that proper bill, because a lot of guys
keep everybody injury free. Let's
get
Forbidden Door.
No indies, motherfuckers.
No more indies. Yeah, no ROH TV the first month going up into that.
Yeah. Next shirt, no more indies.
Exactly. Hey, Justin, real quick, I want to bring this up because we talked about getting everything correct, talking about how we knew kind of like what was going to happen. Now, I was thinking, is that predictability on the part of the company, or is that like more fan service? Because this is kind of where we want to see things going. And in a way, it's like, I would like to see things going this way. You know?
Yeah, I could see that. I don't know. I like I said, I get weird. I get like fucking bitchy about a lot of shit. I don't really display it a lot here because I don't want to be like all these other motherfuckers, but I think they're doing what they want to do and we have to accept it. Like, I don't know if I did want House of Black. We all want House of Black in the league.
Yeah.
You know, MJF and Daniel Bryan was cool, but I don't know if I was really looking forward to that, you know? Man, I think it was just mainly because the fucking booking. Like, I could tell where they're going to go with it, you know?
Just the way everything was building.
Just the way everything was built, you know? I mean, but, yeah, I think it's a little bit of both, actually.
I think so, too.
I would have loved that Wardlow Joe. I was super hyped about that. I'm like, dude, these guys are going to do fucking battles. You know, same thing, hopefully, with fucking Hobbs and Wardlow. But, yeah, I think it's a little bit of both.
Yeah, like I had every intention on this being like a filler pay-per-view until we got to Double or Nothing. Boy, was I wrong. Wrong.
Yeah, totally. I mean, I think many people probably thought that too.
And who's to say that, Double or Nothing? I mean, do we still have the whole Punk thing surrounding everybody, and Adam Cole's back now? There's so much to do and only so little TV time. That's always the main thing gets said about AEW. You got a huge roster, but not everybody watches Dark, bro.
Aw.
You should. It's fucking free, and there's some good shit.
Good stuff on there.
If y'all ain't got shit else to do and you're a wrestling nut, then I don't see why not. But as we wind down here, there's a couple things I heard going on recently in the wrestling world. If you're a New Japan fan, I don't know if he's the new leader of Bullet Club or what now, but you got Gato is with fucking David Finlay. David, the Rebel Finlay, is Bullet Club now. And he's like, Switchblade done, Gato, or however you say his name, is talking about how Switchblade fucked up and he's gone. And now it's, it's the time of the Rebel and fucking David Finlay, man. Like, he's like, 4 generations of my family have been in this business and I'm disappointed in all of them. They never won any titles. That's my duty now. The crippling weight of 4 generations of failure. And I'm like, fuck yeah, dude. And he dyed his hair black. Everybody that goes to Bullet Club's always got to get like the black and silver fucking hair or some shit.
It has to be.
Well, did you see his attire now? He's got the vest with the fucking spikes.
Almost like a Mr. Sinister kind of weird thing going on, like Cody was trying to do with Stardust. But yeah, I think he looks like a badass. So if you guys missed that, check that shit out. Look into that. He also got GCW put on a fucking show this past weekend. There's a clip going around of Vikingo doing.
Oh my god!
What was that? Like a fucking
720 almost.
Yeah, like just to the outside, like through a guy through a table, right?
Through a table on chairs.
It was him versus Gringo Loco.
Yeah,
was that Gringo he was doing it with?
Yeah, it was Gringo Loco.
Yeah, the second rope bounced up like 450, maybe even 600 splash. Like just disgusting.
Mexico knows what they got with that guy, because if he gets on American television, it's like, oh my god, the shit this guy can do in the ring and outside of the ring is just insane. It's ultra death defying.
Oh yeah.
Like, I don't really see wrestling going beyond that, like, because this dude is fucking nuts. But you also had the Motor City Machine Guns becoming your new GCW Tag Team Champions.
Yep.
Did you guys catch that?
Yep.
I saw the highlights right on the Twitter feed.
Who'd they beat?
I don't remember who they beat. You ask me questions I don't know.
Dan?
I don't watch GCW enough to keep track of who the champs are.
Yeah.
They got so many fucking shows, man. I can't keep up with them.
Yeah, dude. Fight Plus. Check them out. Get every fucking show.
Yeah, you do.
But yeah, that's just some of the latest shit I've heard. And then as well as, like, I got to keep repeating it because March 31st, we might be getting fucking the AEW video game. And I'm super pumped to fucking play that. And hope that brings everything about my childhood back to me.
Still pumped.
Yeah.
Still pumped about that. I'm pumped, real quick, not to cut you off, but I had to call it. I'm pumped about Stratton and his lucha mask and coming out here in full attire, ready to just
regalia,
put a stranglehold on somebody.
Oh yeah,
he's gonna see it.
You should like ghost your face in something, just like a quick like a fucking Batman.
That would be sick.
Yeah. But anyways, Dan, dude, thanks for kicking it with us tonight, talking about AEW.
Yes.
It's cool to do these once in a great while, like a lot of people find their bread and butter with that type of shit, and that's cool. Good on you guys. You guys are doing it good or doing well, but we just like to chop it up and talk a bunch of shit. So right now, I'm going to give you the opportunity to share where everybody can find your fucking show at.
Yeah, guys, you go find the World of Kayfabe on YouTube tonight. Actually, in about an hour, we're going to be recording with Beer City Bruiser from Ring of Honor. You can find that on YouTube, Spotify, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, any podcast platform. WorldofKayfabe.com or YouTube.com/World of Kayfabe. Give us a like, follow. Come have fucking fun with us, dude.
Yeah, everybody migrate over there and leave us the fuck alone. We don't like you.
It's getting late in the world.
And hopefully in the next maybe month and a half, we're gonna have part 2 with Kid Cash.
Yeah.
He messaged me and he's like, "When do y'all want to tape again?" I said, "Bro, you let me know when."
There you go.
Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah.
2 years later.
2 years.
I'm just dope. First episode was dope. I enjoyed it. And I hope you guys enjoyed our fucking hang tonight. Once again, thanks to Dan the Man from World of Kayfabe Podcast for coming on. Dude, Bodie, Stretton,
Yo.
Dan, fucking love you guys. It's all about fun. It's all about the wrestling.
All about that motherfucking heavy metal.
Like, subscribe, share with your friends, rate and review on any podcasting platform. JP Dub, Juice Pro Wrestling.
Yes.
Handsome prick.
Ooh.
We're going to be popping off some shit soon, some new shit for you motherfuckers.
Oh, I can't
Stay
wait.
tuned. Until next time.
Wet 'em up. Wet 'em up. Wet 'em up. Ooh, yeah. Wet 'em up. For Juice Pro Wrestling Podcast. Whoa. Yeah.
Oh, me gusta.
You gonna do sex to me?
Did you like that video? If so, be sure to hit like and subscribe and check out more killer content from your boys at Juice Pro Wrestling. Whoa, yeah!